Okay, everybody, here we go. I've been getting a lot of questions about that mini-series I'm doing called Factor This. It just kind of came out of my head. The coronavirus settled in and people getting sick and dying. So I just thought it would be a good idea, since we all had to be quarantined, to just get creative. I've been acting for 17 years, done some TV commercials. I've done a couple TV spots, done a couple movies, and small parts. Nothing really took off or anything like that, but doesn't mean that I can't be creative, right? So, quarantine, all right? It's just me here at the house by myself. So if you're at home like me, all alone means all alone. Alone is alone because alone is all alone, and if you're all alone, that means you're alone. Trying to get creative with spotlight and backdraft and music and everything. I sat down and I said, okay, what do I want to do? What if I played all the characters? Right? What if I played all the characters, right? Now, the tricky thing about playing all the characters is, even though it's you, it's got to feel like different people. You're playing 4 different characters. You're this big mob boss guy. So, you're like Factor. And you're like this security guy. So you're like Deep. Hold on a second. Just tell me what you want me to do, Rod. So you got Deep. And then you got Chester Smythe, who's, I don't know, I guess he feels like a laid back kind of guy, kind of a semi-conservative, and then there's Sneaky Ray. That's how you think I got the name Sneaky Ray, boy, I tell you. So, each one of those characters, I've got to be so different. And, with acting, some of my friends out there, if you're watching this, you know what it's like. When you're acting, the more you are yourself in that role, the better it can come across. I guess what I'm saying is it's just got to feel natural. It's got to feel like you, but not like you.
It's kind of a weird thing, but...
So yeah, and then, man, set design, right? So I'm working in the same house. I got to move things around in the studio and try to make it look like an office, And then when you flip it, like Factor's talking to Chester Smythe in episode 1. When you flip it, everything's got to be placed the exact opposite when you turn it around. So it's a thought process. You really got to think about what it is you're doing and how you do it. And then wardrobe. I mean, you got to wear different stuff. How many hours does it take? I don't know, somewhere between 7 to 12, depending on what it is. And then I try to get creative. I try to go outside. I try to shoot myself driving. I'll just drive down my street, by the way. I don't get caught up in the traffic while I'm trying to deliver a line. That could be dangerous. And, I try to go in the backyard. I try to put up fake signs on the door that says Factor's office. I think he owns a sport luxury business, a sport luxury car business. So yeah, I mean, what I want you guys to do is, before I go there, editing. Once it's all filmed and everything's done and I put everything back, then I gotta sit down and I gotta spend a couple hours sitting there cutting and splicing, putting this with that and this with that. And episode 5 had like a fight scene, and it's gonna be another one. It's gonna be even better. It was a trial run, my first time out. I guess it came out okay, but so yeah, what I want you guys to do, if you would so kindly just take a moment and comment down there and ask me some questions, and hey, what made you do this, blah 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 blah. Well, whatever your question is, I'm gonna tap into Facebook a couple times a day, and I'm going to try to answer all of the questions. So please hit me with questions. I know you got a ton of questions. If you've been watching the series, I hope you've been watching the series, right? Hold up. You've been watching the series, right? So I hope you've been watching, and if you've been watching and you've been keeping up, I appreciate it. I really do, because it makes me feel like I'm not alone. It makes me feel like I'm with you guys. When I read your comments, you know, it does so much for me right here. So even though I'm doing this mostly myself, I'm yet not doing it all by myself. There's a couple of featured actor friends of mine. Both of them are very inspirational to me. One of them is Kim Krushan. She is an amazing actor, inspired me. I've been knowing her for a while. We're good friends. The other actor that's also amazing is Rio Scafone. I like to say Rio Scafoni. Yes, she's Italian. Amazing actor, and also a powerhouse vocalist on stage, and an amazing photographer. A lot of the photos you've seen of me around online, floating around here and there, you know, she took them. And so I wanted to give a special mention to those two talented actors. There's going to be some more Detroit actors. You're going to hear their voices in the episodes to come. So I just wanted to make special mention of that. Please, please, please comment with your questions. Put your questions in the comment sections, and I will answer them. Later.